You guys see that egg in the middle there? It's pipped. It's the first one. Alright, day 16. We have babies. Alright, this is 2 days after the first hatch. So I'm gonna lift it off, put it down, and take out all the fluffies. Anybody that's still wet gets to stay. We're doing this quick before they escape. What's your guess on number?
60%?
It's not a number. So 60?
That's it 100?
I think so. I'll have to look.
60?
And there's one interestingly colored one right here. This came out of the jumbos, so it'll be interesting. Ah.
Put them on the bugs.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are fast, little booger.
There's no wet ones, is it?
No, they're all dry. I mean, the hatch is likely done. It usually takes 2 days. No, you guys are not jumping up. Alright, so I'm going to let this go for probably 2 more days just in case. And then we'll call it at that point. Jesus. You're a jumper. No. Alright. Put it back on. Oops. Like this, apparently. So, this is the hatch so far. This is just a box I'm transferring them in. I always put the blue paper towel on the bottom so that this prevents splayed legs, because they can get splayed legs just in a cardboard box going to their new home. I'm going to be dipping their beaks in the water and then putting them underneath one or the other of the heat plates. You need to keep track?
Yeah.
Okay. And count out loud. One.
What's going for it? 2.
Now these heat plates, when you set them up, you're supposed to set them up for a couple hours before.
3.
Almost 2. Okay. So that they get hot enough. This is especially true with the yellow one with Brincia.
4.
Hey baby.
5. 6.
Now these babies are from Jumbo Wild and Jumbo Egyptians. They're mixed in the aviary.
7.
What?
8.
Now, some people don't dip all of the beaks, but I just figure, why not? We're putting them in there anyway. That way everybody knows. Oops.
12.
When I'm dipping them, this is how I'm holding them, so that their head is sticking out and their body and their feet are behind my fingers.
17.
A little one. And here's a different looking one.
Want to show them all?
You want to add it together?
Okay. No,
How many?
Oh, 46 plus 15, it's 60.
60?
61.
So not that great a hatch rate, but better than 50%. And we had old ladies in there, so that's another thing to consider with these guys. So that's actually pretty good. We had some really old ladies in there. So 61 you said?
Yeah.
That's the last one. Dude, don't eat your siblings' toes. Okay, come back. We need to put some plastic on this or something so we don't catch legs and things, but come on, go back. Come on. Come back. You're running away from it? There, go in the heat. Go down there. Okay, we need to put the top on this to make it warm enough. So there's going to be a few of them the first few days that they kind of get stuck outside along the edges just because this brooder's so big. So it's important, especially at night, before it's nighttime, before it's bedtime for them, just to kind of scoot them underneath. Most of them got it right now. This guy's exploring. There's got someone on the food, and then there's some over in the corner over there. And see those these guys have lost track of where the heat is, it looks like. So I can scoot them back underneath the brooder plate. And that's just something a little different with the brooder plate, is the first couple days it takes a little bit more effort, but then they figure it out and then they know what they're doing. They might find their way. So for the roof of this, we have a window screen. It's a single piece. And then we have a Rubbermaid or a Sterilite lid on top of that. And I used to have two and don't know where they are, so I think we're going to use cardboard and feed bags and stuff like that to do the rest. And then as the days go on, those get pulled back further and further until it's just a screen on top. Look at this guy, he's sleeping. Oh, wake up. Yeah, see, these guys are walking around now. They're no longer huddled, so maybe they figured it out. But when we leave the room for the night, we have an adjustable light in the ceiling, so we'll dim it and kind of give them a sunset. And that's something that we found is kind of important for them, actually, because otherwise you get to listen to them peeping forever as they find their way to the heat plate. If you give them a sunset, they don't need to tell you something's wrong, because nothing's wrong. I'm calming down pretty good. So when these birds hatch, they release a lot of humidity when they hatch, and so the humidity goes up, and they also kind of use a lot and expel a lot when it goes through the vent in the top of the incubator, and also when I take off the lid to do that. So I'm going to warm up some more water and I'm just going to set a washcloth on top so I don't disturb a lot more of the eggs. But I'll set a washcloth on the incubator floor, not on top of the eggs, on top of the floor, just to raise the humidity. And I'm going to bump up the heat a little bit because there's not as much heat in there because the birds have hatched. So even just the birds being in there adds temperature. And so I know a lot of people will put like ceramic eggs in there to regulate that temperature a little better. I don't do that, but I see the reasoning for it. And so with this, it's going to actually just get that humidity back up to where it should be, so that any extras that hatch has the correct humidity, has enough humidity to do that. And then I'm going to increase the temperature back up so it gets to where it's supposed to be again. All right. See you soon. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great hatch. Next up is brooding.